Warning, everyone is wrong about Bitcoin 100K in 2024, and I'm about to break it down with cold, hard facts. If you're new here, welcome in. My name is Steve. On this channel, we talk about just the facts in Bitcoins, no emotional opinions, cold, hard facts. Hit that subscribe button. You are going to love it here. Did you hit that button? Hit that subscribe button right now. What we're on is Bitcoin US dollar index monthly chart. What we have in front of us are 1, 2, 3, 4 green boxes. These 4 green boxes represent the entire run from the bottom of the market to the top. And those of you who have seen me break this down, we're about to pair it with a couple other charts. But for those of you who haven't, here is the math. What we've done is we've taken our first market cycle from our bottom all the way up to the top, and we have our huge percentage, right? And I welcome you to pull out your phone and plug this into your calculator. It's this huge number right here, 320,000%, right? Plug this into your calculator and divide by 5.3. When you divide by 5.3, it tells you the percentage gain of the next market cycle, years in advance. And if you don't believe me, get out your calculator and plug it in. When you plug it in, it's going to tell you the next market cycle goes up around 60,000%. So you simply go to the bottom of the next market cycle and you go up 60,000%. That's where the Bitcoin ended up topping years later. So this theory projected out years in advance of when the next market cycle was going to stop. But it doesn't stop there. You take this percent, 60,000 and change, you divide that by 5.3, it projected out the next market cycle of the percentage gain that the next market cycle will get from the bottom of the next market cycle all the way to the top. It projected out that the next market cycle will gain something around 11,442%. Go ahead, plug it into your calculator, and that was what happened in the next market cycle. And again, you just go from the bottom of the market, you project out 11,400, and you get to the top. And then it becomes, well, okay, well, that was 3 market cycles in a row. There's no way it's going to get the next one. Well, take 11,442%. Go ahead, plug it in your calculator right now, 11,442. Divide by 5.3. And by the way, the most requested question I get is, how did I come up with 5.3? I'm going to tell you that in a moment. But again, 11,442, go ahead and plug it into your calculator, divided by 5.3. That will tell you it projected out years in advance what the next market cycle will be for Bitcoin when nobody wanted to believe it. And again, nobody has discovered this theory. We are the first people to discover this 5.3 theory. It's remarkable, but it's not good news. And the other question I get is, Steve, what happens a couple cycles from now? It says that Bitcoin will never get above 100K. I'm going to get into that too. The 2 most widely asked questions. And again, we're going to pair this with another chart as well. So you take this 11,442 and you say, that's never going to happen. Well, it projected that the next market cycle, years from now, would be 2,200%, which it was exactly 2,200%. Including our double top. Bitcoin tries to trick the 5.3 theory. It's not possible. You go right from the bottom right to the top. And you may say, okay, well, this is fascinating. I've never seen anything like this. What does it tell that our next market cycle is going to be? Well, if you take 2,200%, you divide that by 5.3, it's something like 413, 416%. So you simply go down to our market cycle low, which is here, and you go up 400 and change, 400 and some odd percent of where we were, and it brings us up into this area, right? Where I need to reference. Once you get into this area, which we were just at, right? This area around here, this is triple top territory. You do not want to play with triple top territory. What do I mean? Look left. Look left, we had our first top and our double top. This area, if the market is going to get anywhere around this area, it's trouble area. There's a lot of confluence at that area. And we're looking upwards of like right around here. Somewhere right in the neighborhood of just below 80,000. below 100,000 is what is projected for this market cycle for Bitcoin. This is what's projected from the 5.3 theory. Now, to answer one of the most widely asked questions is, well, how did I come up with the 5.3 theory? Math. I took a look at all of the market cycles. I started doing a lot of calculations. Okay, how about this? Is it the percentage gain? Is it the number of candles? Is it the number of red candles? Is it the number of green candles? Is it after a market structure? I started calculating a lot of these different breakdowns. And then I just set up a mathematical formula and solved for X. And I was like, holy crap, this is 5.3, which coincides with, Fibonacci sequences, etc. 5.3 is remarkable, but it's simply a mathematical equation that gave me this answer. I just set up a mathematical equation. That's it. Then the question becomes, okay, well, with this 5.3 theory, what would be the breakdown in multiple cycles from now? Because that 413% would also, 416% would get divided by 5.3, and then we're at almost no percent. Well, what I've said many, many times is after this market cycle that we're in right now, it might be a period of around 10 years where Bitcoin has to recover. It's done this many, many times in the stock market, right? Where there was periods of a decade where it took us to recover, right? In the stock market, as I pointed out, the stock market was in a bull flag when everyone was screaming that we were going to go down, that 2023 was going to be a bloodbath. We were in a bull flag, which I pointed out right here in this channel. And we bounced from that, which is great. But the inevitable is coming. We haven't had one of these cycles, which happens every 30 or 40 years in a while, right? We've had 3 of them, which it took 10 plus years to recover. And Bitcoin is likely going to go into that with the stock market, into one of these cycles that it takes us multiple years to cover. It might even have started in May of 2021. It might be all of the 2020s that Bitcoin doesn't reach above 100K. However, this 5.3 theory, in my opinion, it would reset and we would start this whole cycle over. This is just a broader cycle of like 15-ish years of Bitcoin, which in 10 years from now, we'll look back and say, oh, that 15-year period was one cycle and then it repeated. That's what's more than likely going to happen with Bitcoin. But before we get there, we have to finish this cycle, and then we need the next cycle to be a bunch of garbage, which it probably will, including the stock market. And then the next cycle after that might even also be garbage. And then the next cycle after that would probably be the one that gets us above and that has a lot of volatility, and then prices go back sky high, right? That is more than likely going to happen. Now, if you pair it with the chart that we showed you last week, this 10-year trend line, and if you project out how long it took us to get back above the trend line here, we're in that scenario now. It projects out to August 2024. August 2024 represents kind of our last market cycle highs of where price could be. So it's all lining up to be one large giant cycle that's going to take everybody by surprise. But this 5.3 theory could be here to save the day. It could help you lock in tremendous profits and make tremendous gains, much more than you would have ever dreamed of. It's all right in front of you. Share this with every single human in crypto, especially the ones who are chanting 100K by next week, right? Share it with everybody, and I'll see you right back here in the next video. Hit that subscribe button. Peace and love to the fellow underdogs. Do you always wish you had more money, but you're not sure how to do it? Financial Freedom Academy. This will change your life.